Alien Collective Free Transition, written by Ross Bourgeois, illustrated by Thomas Feathergas. Charlotte has been a prisoner of the aliens. Now she was a prisoner of the resistance. She has come to a conclusion. When you're locked in a room, after a while, it doesn't matter who put you there. She was never left alone for long, however. Over the next few days, doctors came to her room and examined her again and again. She asked her endless questions. She repeated the same answer. Aliens kept her in a small great hospital room, examining her again and again, and asked her endless questions. But she had told them nothing. Charlotte doubted the doctors appreciated the irony of her words. They did X-rays and MRIs and all sorts of other tests, but as far as they could tell, she was a normal human teenager. Her father visited every day and showed her a picture of her heroic rescue. The video has dramatic music that comes from the big budget action film. Charlotte didn't like seeing herself being hauled around like a sack of potatoes. In one scene, the camera zoomed in a corner of a paused image to show a reptilian face behind a veil of smoke. The voice-over dramatically announced, "These terrifying alien creatures stalked the rescue team, the aggressive looks on their faces showing their true bloodlust." Charlotte recognized Artie immediately. He was smiled. Her dad showed her several videos of her attacks, all edited to look like a complete success. Even though Charlotte noticed that one street actually fell. It looked like a war footage she had seen others do, with a registered member fighting other humans at the street, looking scary in the background. What difference does it make? Just all humans, all members of the same species. Artie was echoing in her mind. She thought about the rest of the number cautiously that must have resulted from the attack. They were collaborators, though, she told herself. Oh, wait. Yeah. They had already given their life over the colonizer. Sacrifice needed to be made to ensure our freedom, our humanity. Artie's voice came again for her memory. You repeat your father's propaganda well, Charlotte, but I thought you wouldn't truly believe it. 3 days later, when she heard Artie's voice in her mind for real, when she was alone, she spent spending her time exploring the link. The collective had discovered thousands upon thousands of civilizations and different stages of technological and development. Some destroyed themselves and the planet. Others were safe when the collective stepped in. Others were. Sometimes they could save the planet, sometimes they couldn't. She also found memories of some worlds where collective took over completely through trickery, military action, or a variety of other methods. They all failed for many different reasons. Then she came across a strange world. It was rocky and seemed uninhabitable, but life there under the surface. Two-legged reptilian creatures built amazing complexes of caves that ran through the entire continent. I was wondering when you get there, Otis asked in her mind. Charlotte looked around the room, expecting him to be standing at the corner. Where are you? Charlotte asked. Around. Why? Did you miss me? Otis chuckled. If you can tell, you're looking at my home, though. I've never actually been there. My civilization was one of the first to transition successfully. Charlotte scrambled to close her mind to Ottie completely. Don't bother trying to block me out. We already know where you are. You do? How? Charlotte asked. The resistance isn't as good as thinking. Why haven't you attacked us yet? You could wipe the resistance off the face of the earth in minutes. We could, Arthur paused as if considering, but wiping out thousands of humans will not help our end goal of a successful transition. We've tried that in the past. Charles scanned the link and quickly found many examples of civilizations that united in resistance, following a massacre by the collective. They didn't end well. Besides, the resistance is a necessary part of the plan. Artie continued, the collective has done this more than a few thousand times now. We're finally getting good at transitioning species. Charles felt images. Wait a minute. Charlotte felt images rush into her mind and realized Artie was sending her information directly. She saw many successful transitions, each done by its own way when the species become part of the collective. Afterwards, the planets were restored to a natural balance. The key to each transition was a link, which allowed for direct, honest communication. Artie explained. It all seemed a little too good to be true. I get it. You go in and brainwash people until they join the huge cult, Charlotte said. It's more about helping each species spread away from old patterns to seize a new one. Ozzy replied, so repeat it yourself now. You should come up with a different argument. I'm not actually arguing anything, only presenting information. You have to reach your own conclusion. Whatever they may be, it seems like I'm arguing because you're beginning to question your point of view. Why force the link on me? Charlotte asked. You were available and compatible. Not everyone's mind can handle the link, but you're special. Well, you and about 4 million other humans. Then a thought occurred to Charlotte. What if it's all a huge lie and just planting to see these images in my head to convince me to join your side? I was wondering when you get that, Artie said. Well, like the rest of the human race, you're going to figure that one out for yourself. Nothing I can say or show you will ever truly convince you of anything. You have this on your own, or the transition will never stick. Have I ever told you how much I enjoy your great conservation? Artie laughed. Human sarcasm. It certainly is strange when translating through the link. That night, someone opened the door to her room and light from her hallway worker, which was strange. The doctor usually left her alone at night. They always kept the door locked in the darkness. They returned when the door closed again. She could just see someone sneaking across the room. Her fists clenched as she prepared herself to fight. Charlotte, it was Sam whispering. You awake? She turned on the bedside lamp to her best friend, wearing dark clothes, freezed and blinked at the sudden brightness. It was the first time she'd seen him since the attack on the street. Hi, she whispered, staying on the bed. Hi, Sam replied. They stayed in awkward silence for a moment. So are you? Like, okay, you're not going to hug me with a tentacle or something, are you? Charlotte sniffed a laugh, which made Sam laugh, and opened his feet. Good, I'm glad you're okay, because I've come to rescue you, he said, puffing out his chest. Charlotte cocked an eyebrow and said, You? He tossed a pack that contained some clothes she recognized. Hurry up and get dressed, you don't have much time. Charlotte changed the bathroom. It felt good to wear real clothes again instead of hospital clothes. Outside, they passed a sleeping guard and snuck down the hallway, being careful to avoid the nurse station. They exited the clinic as they entered a long hallway. being careful to avoid the nurse station. They exited the clinic by the end of a long hallway, where Sam had bypassed the security system. Charlotte and Sam ran across the parking lot and down the street, ducking into an alley as the car passed. "It's getting out here, man," Sam said as they caught their breath. "My dad and the rest of the commanders are gearing up for something big." What do you mean big?" Charlotte asked. "The street attack one, a big fraud," Sam replied. "The tech they stole to get food. The shield only worked for a strike team. After that, the aliens must have changed the code or something. Then how did they rescue me?" "My dad sent a team into the street with useful collaborators. The alien was so big enough to not check them for weapons. After that, it was a piece of cake." Charlotte remembered the image of Otis' smiling face caught on video. "Anyway, since they can't get at the aliens, the resistance is going to take some of the collaborators," Sam said excitedly. "You know the big public housing project the world government have built at the alien command? We're going to destroy a couple of those in every city around the globe. Maybe that will make people think twice about getting chummy with aliens." "That's crazy," Charlotte asked. "Those are just innocent people in those buildings. They're collaborators. Sacrifices have to be made. Do you know that?" Sam's expression on darkened. "Maybe the alien did do something to you." "No," Charlotte said. "Just seemed like a drastic next step." "Good, because that's why I broke you out. I know you wouldn't want to miss it." She jolted upright. "It's happening tonight?" Sam nodded. Charlotte has one. Hundreds of people live in complexes, tens of thousands people around the world. Some of them were elderly people or young families that have done nothing but accept aliens' help, like many others. Did the fact that these people weren't part of the resistance really makes them collaborators? They were not fighting for either side. They were simply surviving. Suddenly she realized what Archie meant when he said the resistance had a role to play. "We have to stop them," she shouted Sam. "Why would you do that?" Sam asked in disbelief. "Because it's exactly what the aliens want," Charlotte began. "Think about it. The world's government leave us more or less alone because we mostly just annoy the alien and people have working directly for them. But this kind of operation will turn everyone against us. If we attacking civilians, they're going to wipe us out." Sam was quiet for a moment, his face unreadable. Then slowly asked, "How do you know what the aliens want?" Charlotte couldn't think of an answer. In frustration, she blurted out, "We have to save humanity from ourselves." Sam shook his head, refusing to look at her. He gave them a sharp whistle, and 4 soldiers appeared. "It's either way of the iron." Charlotte stood there, knowing escape was impossible, and waited them to take her back to custody. It had all been a trap or chance, but if what is true, is the resistance still planning to attack civilians? She couldn't take that chance. Taking a deep breath, she closed her eyes and concentrated on opening herself up to the lake. She could see in her mind a vast web of glowing lines spreading across the galaxy, exploding into pinpoints of light. She suddenly felt incredibly insignificant. It felt like standing up to speak before a crowd of trillions. She swallowed hard and started. She poured all her fear, worry, and confusion into the message, watching as the line went out from her mind like a wave. First, she explained what was happening on Earth. Then, she pleaded for the collective to help, For what felt like a long time, she heard no reply as the soldier walked through the town. Then a lone voice responded. It was filled with power and wisdom, as well as the deep sorrow of one who has lived for eons. We cannot. Charlotte waited for something more, but nothing came. A fiery fury began in her chest. What? You can't be serious! She was screaming into the link. You claim to be here, save us from ourselves. Well, this seemed like a bright moment. How can you stand and watch by innocent people die? You're not seeing the big picture, came the reply. This time she recognized Artie. Shift the perspective, and you understand why this has to happen. Don't see the individuals, see just wishes as a whole now, and what it could be. Oh, see your two sides making terrible decisions, Charlotte said, and innocent people being caught in the middle. If you let this happen, you're just as bad as the resistance. And if we stop it, what then? You'll be a hero, she says. For movement, yes. Then humans will come to rely on our protection, and then the resistance will become even more desperate and dangerous. Charlotte was quiet. She had seen the exact thing Artie suggested happen on other planets. Change is painful. We are tipping point and plan to run its course or the success of tradition will be in jeopardy. Our responsibility is to save your species as a whole and planet. This is the only way. Charlotte didn't say anything. She thought of all civilizations that had destroyed themselves because they failed to see the consequences of their actions. She thought about these innocent people living in the development. She realized she couldn't save them. The aliens were only doing what they thought was right, but she knew it wasn't. There had to be a better way. She would help them and her species find it. The explosion in the city she'd seen from the resistant compound many miles away. Epilogue. Day after the attacks on the housing development, the news was filled with images of the government raids on the resistant compound around the world. One of the more popular videos showed Charlotte being rescued from a makeshift prison. Being the only person ever to have been rescued in such dramatic fashion from both alien and resistant made her quite a celebrity. Not long after being freed, Charlotte found herself standing before a crowd of reporters at a press conference. Just brief, Otis said in a bite. Remember, your species needs poor people like you, people who will lead and make tough choices to everyone. Charlotte nodded one of the camera and stepped up to the microphone. Hello everyone, she began. I'd like to tell you my time with both the resistant and the collective. Let me start by saying we are all flawed, including the collective. But I've learned that if we work together, we may just survive the challenging time ahead. One needs to mature and evolve as a species. But that the story of life sees is a beginning. For the first time in history, we do not have to do this alone.
You passed, but click on. Did it. Perfect. You got